Alright guys, so this video is phase 7 and it's all about managing the mid-game farming, pushing out those side lanes, making sure you're not just ARAMing. In order to do this properly though, there's quite a few rules that we got to think about. So the first thing I want to do is I want to introduce this line of scrimmage. Now again, imagine this is mid-game, meaning one of the towers are down and your bot lane, your bot lane and support have now moved into the mid lane, which leaves you in the bot lane. Normally that's how that will function. What I want you to consider is in football there's the line of scrimmage. This is where the ball's snapped and it's like a neutral area. In league, the natural line of scrimmage would be the river. But based on the game state, if you're winning, that line of scrimmage will move slightly. And if you're losing, that line of scrimmage will drop slightly. Normally what causes the line of scrimmage to move is your towers going down or you taking their towers. Mid-wave, being the most important. But if you're split pushing or if you're, in a different lane and that lane does not have your tower, then your line of scrimmage has moved back and you need to be careful. Another thing that manipulates the line of scrimmage is wards. So if you have wards in their enemy jungle, let's say you're winning. If you're winning and your line of scrimmage has moved here, plus you have, say, a ward here, here, and here, well, now all of a sudden, it is very safe for you to be in this area. But if the line of scrimmage is here and you have no wards, then you don't need to pass that spot. So, for me, we're going to take a look at the VOD review. But I just want to say, first of all, I'm doing really well. We've almost completed the challenge of hitting plat. And once we do that, we will kind of resettle things and probably keep going. I'm very confident. We are going to hit plat soon. After that, we will go for diamond. And that's when the real fun begins. But as for this phase, it's taken me a while. I played like 10 to 20 games. I think I'm just now at a place where I've developed these rules and a little bit of a habit of checking these rules in game. But there's no doubt that I need to keep developing this in my future games. Now, hopefully I've built enough of a habit that I can kind of autopilot this and keep going. But the major thing I struggled with was recognizing, okay, we are losing right now. I gotta play this different. Like if you're losing and they have champs like Evelyn, champs like Akshan, champs like Hecarim, Fizz, and you're losing, you basically are no longer side laning whatsoever. And you're just going to be doing what I'm going to call defending. And defending just means you're catching waves before they hit your turret. I mean, that's all it is. And then you're gonna have like 5 seconds to move back to mid. Then you're gonna come back. And when you're losing games like this, it feels terrible because the pressure's on and you're just catching things, just responding to the enemy over and over and over again. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the VOD review. So here's our first clip. I am side laning. Let's check the. So we were winning, which means the line of scrimmage has moved, and we have some wards up. So we could count the line of scrimmage even more moved back. Plus, I have my support in their jungle. So now I feel extremely safe pushing this, as long as I believe I can win the 1v1 against Fizz. And I think that's what makes this so hard. I mean, I just listed so many variables. Like that's way harder than getting better at trading in lane when the opponent is on cooldown. Like this is a difficult thing. It is. But we'll take a look. Okay. I think all this is fine. It's a lot easier when you're winning. So I continue pushing. I think now I gotta be careful. We just saw Yi. He's most likely taking that camp. And I have no vision on that bush. This is bad. Because even though our ward is good, it's not good enough. I think I overstep here. Yeah. Oh man, this is horrible. Yeah, I was 5-1 here, just throwing a lead. That's it's just terrible. Just throwing a lead there. Um, so if you start doing this in your games, recognize you're gonna feed. Um, ARM is so much easier, but you got to learn this to grow. You have to. Okay, the support's there, so we'll take a look at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage is golden. Okay, line of scrimmage is right here, right now. I mean, it stops at his turret because I have this moving ward, my pike. We see nothing's there. We're good. He stuns. Now we should just get out and reset. But I don't do that. Instead, I get greedy. We just saw Leona again heading this way, so it looks like I did back up. Okay, I think this is fine. This positioning here is fine because of the line of scrimmage, because of the wards. But if I go past this, I am making a mistake. Yep, mistake. One of my goals, you don't see it on this clip, but yeah, you do, because it's on my OBS. One of my goals was to start taking jungle camps. And, man, you just got to be really far ahead, and you got to be careful. I would say on, like, male, only take your own jungle camps. It takes too long. Victor can do it a little bit easier, but even still on Victor, it's risky. If you're on a champ like Yone, of course. On a control mage, though, just I don't know. I don't know. Very niche situations would I take the enemy jungle camps. Um, yeah, I got greedy here, and they punished me. Just wasn't playing to the rules. All right, new clip. We're walking bot side. Otacon's up, so we know people are going to be around. I should take that and back up, and I do. Game state. We are slightly losing, but I feel like it's tied. I'm 6-2, so I'm fed. Line of scrimmage is right down the middle. No further because we have no wards or our jungle or our support is not in that area. So we need to chill right here. This is fine. I see her. I need to just go. I've already saw one. There could be two. Let's leave. Let's leave. Just stop messing around. Akshan in the game. Now I'm dead. Yep. And, champ economy also changes things. What do they have champs that are invisible or high mobility? It'll change that line of scrimmage pretty significantly sometimes if you don't have a turret. Okay. Next clip. We are slightly losing. Notice on all these mail clips, we're losing. Slightly losing. I would probably put the line of scrimmage right here. I'm already past that. We see two bot. I'm way past it here. Let's just be real. I'm in the int zone. I see three. If you see three, it's kind of okay as long as you think you can win whoever pressures you. Here I see Garen and I just back up. That last part was fine. The first part was not. This is later on, so I backed up and then I was just too far. And then he's right there. So learn from my mistakes. Thank goodness for Warwick, right? Bailed me out. I had to waste flash. All right, 25-23. Line of scrimmage right down the middle, I would put it. My support and ADC's in the area, but they're retreating, so I need to just back up here. Yeah. Good move. I think I put a text on this one. No, it wasn't that one. Okay, it might have been this one. All right. 30 to 26. They're slightly winning. I would just put the line of scrimmage in the middle. Not enough of a lead to matter too much. But we have no vision. So, and no turret. So actually, I would back the line of scrimmage up because we have no turret. All right, I said watch Akshan appear on the map. Let's go back. So again, that line of scrimmage is right here, and I back up. I can't go anymore. Let's see if it was a good decision. Akshan's right there. He would have toasted me. He was preparing for it. He was baiting it. Instead of just farming, he was baiting me. Gotta follow the rules. And listen, sometimes you can break the rules because of very niche situations, but it's also true that you want to be able to follow these rules in an autopilot mindset. So you want to be able to just very quickly make that decision and get out. And it's really not worth spending that extra brain power thinking about it unless it just happens. So something to keep in mind, just follow the rules and move on. And one of the things about this is that success in this is retreat. So you don't get that dopamine rush like you do with learning laning skills when you do something right. Here, you retreated and didn't die. That was the correct decision. But there's not this big, just, oh yes, that was right. That it isn't there. But anyways, I think we've had enough of this video. I hope you see from my mistakes how you want to play this out and the rules I've set. Follow the line of scrimmage. And the line of scrimmage is based on game state, towers, vision, and champ locations in the area. And then lastly, champ economy. How good's your champ in the side lane versus their champs? And do they have high mobility slash invisibility? Because if they do, you can be screwed pretty quick there. Especially if you're playing champs like I do, control mages. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm excited to get to phase 8 and start climbing. Let's hit plat.